Welcome to my channel Learn Montenegrin. Today's lesson will be to repeat and to learn something new. Actually, it will be repeating present tense and learning imperative, or learning to give instructions and orders with verbs go, turn, stop. We will start from the verb to wait. In the dictionary, you will find this verb as čekati, because it is infinitive form, and for making present you're removing this t and adding an endings for present tense, which you have here as m, sh, mote, u, or sometimes it is e, depending on the base of the verbs. Verbs that end on ati, like čekati, they have in the third person plural descending u. But let's see this through the basis or personal pronouns. So I wait will be ja čekam. You wait, ti čekaš. Besides this form, you can say just čekam or čekaš, where the subject is omitted. He, she, it waits, on, ona, ono čeka. We wait, mi čekamo, or just čekamo. You wait, vi čekate, or just čekate. Oni, one, ona čekaju. So here we have oni for masculine group, for feminine group one, or for children ona, but most often it is used as oni, because mixed group can be covered with the pronoun oni. Just to repeat, so oni čekaju. Let's repeat here that all the verbs that end on the base ati have this ending aju for the third person present plural. Now we have a bit different verb, ići. For this verb, my recommendation is to memorize how the first person present sounds like, and then it's easy with others. It's different than the verb ati, different base. So just memorize that to say I go is ja idem, or you can just say idem, and then it's easy with other continuations. You go, ti ideš. On, ona, ono ide. He, she, it goes. We go, mi idemo, or just idemo. You go, vi idete, or just idete. Oni, one, ona idu, they go. And here we have a continuation on letter U, idu. And this is the only difference between the verbs. Sometimes this third person plural is different, but we will show on examples, on similar examples of the verbs, how do they end. So let's practice through examples with means of transport. So we will learn some new words here. To say taxi is also taxi, just different spelled. What is šta? What do you wait? How do you ask a question here? So you use the form of the verb to wait, or čekati, for the second person. How will it sound? Šta ti čekaš? You see, here ti is in the brackets because you can say it and you don't have to say it. So you just have the question at the beginning and you use the verb. Šta čekaš? I wait a taxi. Čekam taksi. I'm going to work. We know that I'm going is idem, as present tense and present continuous are all the same. The expression for to work is na posao. So try. Idem na posao. It is also correct if you said ja idem na posao. Let's translate this sentence. I wait taxi. I'm going to work. Čekam taksi. Idem na posao. What does he wait? Now, to make this, remember how to say what and then how to say he waits. And then you have a question. Šta on čeka? You can say just šta čeka, but as this refers to him and it's out of the context, then just say the full form šta on čeka. Bus is autobus. He waits for bus. In translation, you don't need this preposition for. You just say he waits bus. On čeka autobus. He waits for bus, he goes to work. Pause and translate. On čeka autobus, ide na posao. She does not wait. A negative form, you just add a small word ne in front of the verb. So let's translate. If she is ona, and what's the verb wait for the third person singular? Ona ne čeka. She's going home. Do you recall how to say this from the previous lesson? Ona ide kući. Now let's translate this sentence. She does not wait. She's going home. Ona ne čeka. Ona ide kući. Must, a new verb. It's morati. So let's say here how this sounds for the faces when you add the endings. So it will be moram, moraš, mora. Moramo, morate, moraju. So the verbs that end on ati, they end on you in the third person plural. So they have to is oni moraju or just moraju. So how will we say we must wait? Mi moramo da čekamo. We explained this rule previously, that if you have two verbs, then you use them both in present tense and you connect them with the word da. Mi moramo da čekamo. Bus, autobus. We wait a bus. Let's just say this. Mi čekamo autobus. We must wait for a bus. Is mi moramo da čekamo autobus. We need to go to work. Treba da idemo na posao. As we told you before, treba, we need, this form should be used for all the persons, all faces. Treba da idemo na posao. It also can be changeable, but also it can be used just like a general form for all the persons treba da. Treba da idemo na posao. but here idemo is used for we go. Okay, we need to go instead of to go in our language is present tense. Treba da idemo na posao. So now let's say the whole sentence. We must wait for a bus. We need to go to work. Pause and translate. Mi moramo da čekamo autobus. Treba da idemo na posao. You go is vi idete. You must go. Now let's say this. Vi morate da idete. Connected with the word da. You must go to Belgrade. Vi morate da idete u Beograd. Beograd, word for Belgrade, capital of Serbia. Airport. Aerodrom. At the airport is na aerodromu. So at is equal to preposition na. Na aerodromu because it's locative case. Repeat locative if you don't understand the continuation u here. They wait. Oni čekaju. So here you see that the verbs that end on ati in third person plural end on you. Oni čekaju. They wait at the airport. They are going to Belgrade. Pause and translate. Oni čekaju na aerodromu. Oni idu u Beograd. Airplane is avion. They're waiting airplane for Belgrade. They go for weekend to Belgrade. Try to translate. For is za preposition. Oni čekaju avion za Beograd. Oni idu za vikend u Beograd. They're waiting airplane for Belgrade. They must go for a weekend to Belgrade. Here we have a slight difference with this must. So pause and translate the whole sentence. Oni čekaju avion za Beograd. Oni moraju da idu za vikend u Beograd. You see that here moraju da idu is connected with da. Now we will stop here to check how imperatives are built. Čekati, as we said, is infinitive form of the verb to wait. They wait is oni čekaju or just čekaju. And here we have a cross mark over u. Why? Because this is the way how to make imperative. You remove the letter from the third person plural, the last letter, and you have a form for imperative. So to order someone to wait, or second person, in singular or in plural, is čekaj, ti čekaj, or vi čekajte. Also, this čekajte form is used for informal, so for formal speaking, but informal is čekaj. So informal čekaj, formal čekajte, just adding te. Wait for me is čekaj me. You don't use for, you just use this me. Čekaj me. Wait for me. Wait for me at the airport. Try to translate. Čekaj me na aerodromu. So this is informal. But for formal speaking or plural is čekajte me na aerodromu. Do not wait for me at the airport. You just add ne in front of the verb and you get the negative form of the imperative. Ne čekaj me na aerodromu. So informal speaking, but formal, just adding te in the end, and you have ne čekajte me na aerodromu. Also used for person in plural, for you in plural. Listen. Another very similar verb to čekati because the base is the same. Listen sounds like slušati. It ends on T. Also, third person plural ends on you, slušaju, and imperative for the second person singular is slušaj, while for the second person plural is slušajte. So, how will we translate listen? Do not wait for me at the airport. Slušaj, ne čekaj me na aerodromu. Or for the formal speaking or for the plural, slušajte, ne čekajte me na aerodromu. Let us listen. So this is how we make for the first person plural. It's similar continuation as for the present tense, and it will be easy to memorize it. Slušajmo. So you just add mo, slušajmo, on the base for the imperative. Music is muzika. Let us listen to the music will be slušajmo muziku. Let him listen to music in a sense of let him know that he should listen to music as I say so. So you're ordering to a person that is not present over some person that is present. And the translation here would be neka sluša muziku. So when you want to give a message or an order to someone or advice, then you tell to another person to convey this. Neka sluša muziku. Watch TV. This verb has same continuation and we had it before. Gledati, so gleda, TV. Let him watch TV and listen to the music. Neka gleda TV I sluša muziku. As you see, here actually the form for the third person singular is actually the same as for the present tense. You just add this word neka. Neka gleda TV I sluša muziku. And then you have this imperative form over some person, conveying the message or order. Let them listen to the music. This is for the third person plural. So the same principle. Use present tense of the verb listen and add neka. So it sounds like neka slušaju muziku. So how will it be? Let them listen to the music and watch TV. So you use the word neka and you use the present form for these verbs for the third person plural. So it will sound like neka slušaju muziku I gledaju TV. Let them listen to the music, watch TV and wait for me. Pause and translate the whole sentence by the same principle. Neka slušaju muziku, gledaju TV I čekaju me. As you see, we used neka only once, because there's no need for repeating. Neka slušaju muziku, gledaju TV I čekaju me. So now we will see something that we need in a public transport. or in a taxi. And here we will use two verbs, go and stop, for giving orders. So how will it sound for T and for V, or actually for the second person plural and singular? Idi or idite. Stani or stanite. So for go is idi, idite, stop, stani, stanite. Now we will learn some of directions word. Straight in Montenegrin is pravo. Go straight is idi pravo or idite pravo. Idi informally speaking, idite formally speaking, or for plural. Towards boulevard will be prema bulevaru. Go straight towards boulevard. Idite pravo prema bulevaru, informal speaking. Idi pravo prema bulevaru. To turn is skrenuti. Imperative will be skreni or skrenite. We're using here forms for the second person singular and plural because they are most often used for orders. Left is lijevo. Turn left is skreni lijevo or skrenite lijevo, formally speaking. Go straight towards boulevard and turn left. Try to translate. Idi pravo prema bulevaru i skreni lijevo. Or idite pravo prema bulevaru i skrenite lijevo. Then is often used in sentences, and in Montenegrin it is onda. Turn left, then go towards boulevard. Will be skreni lijevo, onda idi prema bulevaru. Now formally speaking, skrenite lijevo, onda idite prema bulevaru. Turn right and then go straight. Do you recall how to say right? Desno, straight, pravo. So turn right and then go straight will be skrenite desno i onda idite pravo. Or informally speaking, skreni desno i onda idi pravo. Turn right, go straight, turn left. Try this. Skrenite desno, idite pravo, skrenite lijevo. To stop is stanuti in infinitive form. For ordering someone for second person, singular and plural, is stani or stanite. Here is ovdje, or often you will hear Montenegrins ovdje. Stop here is stanite ovdje or stani ovdje. Turn right, go straight, turn left, stop here. I hope that this is not too demanding for you. Try first formal and then informal. So formal with te. Skrenite desno, idite pravo, skrenite lijevo, stanite ovdje. Informal, skreni desno, idi pravo, skreni lijevo, stani ovdje. One more new word is there. Tamo. Stop there. stanite tamo, formal speaking, or informal, stani tamo. Now let's try. Turn right, go straight, turn left, stop there. Try first formally and then informally. Skrenite desno, idite pravo, skrenite lijevo, stanite tamo. Let me order something. Stop here. See you next time. Stanite ovdje. Vidimo se sljedeći put. Next lesson will be instrumental case. Don't forget to like this lesson if you like it, or subscribe, or to contact me if you want private classes. You have my contacts on Facebook page Learn Montenegrin, as well as on this YouTube channel. Thank you for listening.